The second board that I've got is this one here, which they were both on pretty severe sales, so normally they'd be a bit more expensive to buy. And I picked up that, as I said, I picked up the 2630 V4 for an additional xeon. So I have a 2650 V3 and a 2650 V4 and a 2620 V3 and now a 2630 V4 for well, just throwing in and testing. And one of the advantages of this board, it's a little bit more upmarket in terms of build. Even in the packaging, you can see. I would not say that it is flagship class luxury quality, but it is a step up from the baseline that I started Green Meanie with. So give me a sec while I pull this out and have a look. So this one is full ATX, so it's going to be quite a bit bigger in this southern area of the board here compared to what's in the Green Meanie at the moment. But it's got beefed up VRMs and cooling, active cooling on the VRMs, and quad channel memory, which the current board I think is just running dual channel memory. It also has space for 2 NVMEs. Maybe even a Wi-Fi card or whatever, but basically it's just a more market board. I also did not have that many connectors on the board I put in there for SATA drives, and there's loads of space in the case. So it wasn't an option when I set out to do the Green Meanie, but it is now. I picked it up on sale. And it can run hotter xeons. I can put a bigger fan on this frame. The board is a bit more robust. I'm not going to say it's A class, but it's a bit more suitable for the budget build and doing some useful stuff with it. So it's a more market board for a X99, and I think that it should upgrade the Green Meanie to a nice level. The Green Meanie started off as a really downgrade budget box, but we're gonna keep working at it, and it's gonna be drawn into being like a nice system. That was always the aim. We always had limited funds, but we're going to tweak it and amend it. And the board that will come out is a fully working board. It can act as a second backup or a base for a new system. And these Xeons, they won't be AAA gaming machines. That's not what they'll be useful for. But they can be used for lower tier gaming. They have lots of storage. They can be used for virtualization, labbing, and so on. So, arcade machines, gaming machines, lab machines. You could even throw AI on. There won't be particularly high performance on AI. And they're not machines that are particularly power efficient by modern standards. So it's not a machine you'd leave on 24/7 if you're concerned about power, which we all are, unfortunately, these days. But for example, if you were building an arcade rig with building out, the idea of a legacy gaming rig that you would only turn on in the evenings or something when you have friends around or whatever, then that type of build, these are terrific for. When you consider that the processors are down, the lower and medium range processors are down there in the, £1 upwards range, and the higher end stuff which uses a lot of juice, so depending on your mindset there. But the low and middle tier, they are interesting chips, and for their time they were way ahead of the desktop stuff that was out that we were all using. So cheap to put together, fun to do, and that's where we're at. So that board will go in the Green Meanie when I have some time. Green Meanie is going to get upgraded. It's going to become quite a beast given that it's a budget box, but that's where we're heading. So nice.